Hello, everybody. It is High Lord Tamberlane here with another Obscurity in Miniature. Today's comes from Artel Collectible Miniatures. I believe they are based out of Russia. I could be wrong. I'll double check. So if I say something stupid, I will correct it down in the comments. But I'm pretty sure that's where the package came from. And inside this box, I unfortunately threw away their fabulous packaging job that has like a little ink wax blot thing on the cover with their logo on it. We're just going to get the old-fashioned cardboard box. We have bubble wrap. Exciting. But more importantly than that, we have these two figures inside. And in our bag here we have what I believe are referred to as the Duel. Maybe they look familiar to you, because they kind of did to me. Why don't I set the phone down and we'll pop these bags open and see what's inside, yeah? Yeah. So, here are our two figures that were included in the Duel, and let's take a closer look at them. Our first figure, now again, I don't know if anybody's ever picked up any of the Artel figures, but they have got fantastic details to them. They are really great, characterful sculpts. We've got a very heretical looking dude in very bad guy looking armor with skulls and chains and all that jazz all over it, and the typical chaos spiky bits hanging off him. We've got a ridiculously oversized sword that he's wielding with two hands. One thing I always like about Artel's stuff is the figures themselves. The arms always have a nice, easy to identify way to lock into the body itself. This one's got some pieces of flash we're going to have to take care of. We've got a spell book there. And, whoa, crap, where'd it go? It went right here. Let's see if I can get this in focus, because it's got a wonderfully ghoulish face that is upside down. But let's see if we can get my fat fingers out of the way. Very Necronomicon-ish. So I'm not sure where that goes. We'll figure that out. And then we have I want to say this is the back part of his jacket, or it's just going to be some kind of flashy cape that hangs around his waist. One or the other. We'll figure it out. So that is our nice heretical evil dude. The cybernetic eye there. And over here we have what should be the heroic good guy with a Japanese samurai sword, because nothing says futuristic like an ancient traditional Japanese weapon. Yeah. Now, the rule of cool is definitely in effect here. Let's see what our intrepid hero here looks like. If I can just get his face in focus, which it doesn't seem like I can. Come on, dude. Ah, we have success. A very stoically grim-faced hero who just so happens to look something like the hero of GW's books about a certain Inquisitor that runs around dealing with heretics and bad stuff like that. That's pretty much just a Eisenhorn. But that's why I bought it. I do have the GW Eisenhorn, not that I painted it yet, but this is a nice alternative, and what's one of the things that I love about doing this is digging up these interesting obscurities that maybe the general public aren't very aware of. So in just a sec, I'm going to put this together, and we will take a better look at it. One thing to note, not too much is going to be needed to clean up here, thankfully, because I can't stand having to file and drill and kill my figures and huff all kinds of resin dust. So give me a sec, we will take a look at what these guys look like when they're put together. Alright, so we got our two dueling friends here completed. So we have our Eisenhorn standing, and I don't remember who this dude's supposed to be. But I gotta say, construction was quite simple. Putting them together, not a big issue. Their arms slotted in really nice and easily due to the way they had the little triangle nubs to guide everything in. The book obviously goes there on his hip. Hopefully I put it on the correct position, but I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. In the end, I'm really not sure where his cape's supposed to go. If it's going to go on his shoulders, his hips, hanging off of something, I don't know. So we'll figure that out later, but it doesn't really matter because it's going to be covering up some of his armor, and I'm really picky about that. I got to have everything painted in before I can cover stuff up. So we will worry about gluing that on later. I'll just take a quick look at their website when I have a chance. Really nice details on this dude. Really liking him. Have no idea what color we're going to go with for the armor. I'm thinking kind of purple. If you guys have any suggestions, put them in the comments so I don't have to sit here talking to myself constantly. It's getting kind of lonely. Our Eisenhorn friend, despite his weird stance and his very calm look on his face despite facing certain death, he's quite a nice figure. In fact, I almost want to say I like it more than the GW one, which is saying something because the GW one is spot on since they created the character and they should know exactly how he looks. He doesn't have his staff. That's the only downside. I like the fact that the GW one has the staff, which is usually mentioned. I think it was mentioned in the books, wasn't it? It's been a long time since I read them. He's got a very distinctive inquisitorial look with all his goodies and doodads hanging off of him there. This actually isn't the first time Artel has made a figure based on Eisenhorn. I want to say they made one based on the old artwork from the Omnibus or one of the early books, and it was done by the one Slane artist who always does the... I can't think of the dude's name. Uses photographs. I'll put it in the comments. It's based on his artwork. He did Row-Busters and ABC Warriors with Pat Mills in comics, but that's a whole nother story. Anyways, so very nice looking figures. Gonna be a lot of fun to paint. Let's see how they compare to a average Space Marine. I mean, they're not on bases, but they look like they're gonna fill in a decent sized one. I think this is a 32mm base I got here. Let's see how you look on it. Yeah, I'm guessing that's yours. If I can get you to stand on it, that looks about right. But I think our Eisenhorn friend will fit on a 32 as well. Get out of the way, dude. Let's see. Yeah, will you fit on a 25? Not so much. 32s for both of you. Sorry, I can't stand when their feet stick off the edges like that. So quite fun characters. I am going to have to figure out who our evil villain here is supposed to be, because it's kind of sad that I don't remember, but my memory sucks anyway, so what do I know? I will put a link to Artel's website, and hopefully you can check those out. They are cool folks, and they're always putting out new and interesting figures that just look like they could find on any old spot on a GW battlefield. So if you're into that kind of thing and you're looking for something new, which is kind of the point of this whole obscurities and miniature thing, take a look. Hope you liked it and hope you learned something new. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.